And welcome back, gang, to the finale of Friday. I mean, we got more coming on tomorrow, but the bronze match is now here. It is TriforceTK of Blue Esports versus benjii64, competing for that third place spot in the 70-star tournament. And with me on the co-commentary is none other than the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life, Pity. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm pretty good. I'm excited to segue into some 70-star action. Another tournament that we've been running for a long time now, and I'm glad to see, starting to round out to its conclusion. And both of these players, they've been pretty crazy in the GSA tournaments. I mean, Benji, not a lot of people expecting him to get this far in the bracket, but definitely been looking like such a powerhouse. Also, pretty consistent along with Triforce TK, pretty much the king of consistency. I think that in the nonstop 70-star tournament, we never saw him get much worse than like a 30 or a 31. And couldn't quite pull it out to grab first in the regular 70-star tournament, but definitely making quite a run through the bracket as well. So, two legends facing off. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, very excited, some might say.
And speaking of legends and, Benji and Triforce, we do have them both on the call. Benji, what are you thinking? What has the preparation been like for you this tournament?
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm just nervous as fuck right now.
Okay.
All right, Benji,
come on, Benji.
Here on the interview, very nervous.
I'm a little bit intimidated right now. Using harsh language might affect my gameplay.
Might affect my family, my poor family. Well, how about you, Triforce? What's it been looking like for you up to this point?
I just want to preface what I'm saying with I don't really agree with what the commentator is saying, calling Pity the most attractive man. I think putting him above Mario is a bit of a statement. I'd put Pity at number 2, but Mario at number 1.
Wow. All right.
But other than that,
wow. I mean, I think you should be throwing shade at the competition, not the commentators.
I'm pretty nervous as well. Benji's a pretty good player, and if I don't stay on my game, I could be bopped. I haven't been playing that much the past few days. I'm kind of losing interest in 70-star, but I will say I prepared as much as necessary for this race, and I think I can take the dub if I just keep my consistency.
The dub. Okay.
I mean, it sounds like Triforce, gunning for the dub. A little burned out on 70-star, perhaps, not as nervous going in, but has been working on 1-star, so maybe not as practiced. But Benji, he's been tearing through it. He also PB'd, just like 4 days ago, something like that. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who can pull it together. Good luck, you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Good luck,
thanks.
Benji.
Out there. Catch you on the other side.
Yeah.
So 70-star bronze match.
Yes.
I'm really interested because Benji and Triforce totally have been up and comers in the race environment. This new tournament structure that's been popping off. They're both really solid with their mentality. But to be frank, Benji in his semifinals match actually, it was kind of tough. He started off with a moat, and that basically plagued his gameplay for the entire match. So hopefully Benji can start off on the right foot. Triforce definitely, I think, has a really good ability to bounce back, and I think that's where he takes an advantage over Benji. But Benji's also got the speed. I mean, you can't ignore it. Both of these players perfectly.
They both have a lot of speed.
Yeah.
For a little bit of a knowledge drop, a knowledge bomb for everybody, Benji,
Sure.
4 days ago, got the PB in 70-star 49-47. So, he's in that realm of sub 50. Triforce, though, 48-45, 16 days ago. So, Benji playing his best more recently and a little bit more into the category, but Triforce, a little bit more potential for time save, perhaps. And we have, some pretty different version stuff going on here. We have English versus Japanese, Triforce playing on the slightly faster language. And I believe Benji on 64, Triforce on emulator. So we're going to see some differences come out.
Indeed, we will. And I'd be willing to bet that, That's a difference. Not commentators searching for
They
a
are
way to
different.
segue from betting into Vi.gg. Do you want to tell me a little bit about Vi.gg, because I don't think I've really heard of that name before, Pit.
Well, Vi.gg, you know, been helping us out,
Oh!
provide prize pools for our sponsor, for the something
Right.
Benji missing Lactus skip.
Yeah.
Helping provide a prize pool for our tournament as our sponsor. So check them out. We have the link in the bio, also exclamation bet in chat. And they provide esports betting on their website, and can also bet on the remaining 2 matches of this tournament. This match and the grand finals coming up tomorrow between D Whatever and Puncation.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Definitely check them out. And we're off, man. Benji, not as bad of a start as he had in his previous match. You know, a missed Lakitu skip, not a huge deal. I feel like that's pretty easy to be like, okay, it happened. You know, not a huge deal. But TriforceTK hasn't been known to give a whole lot of openings. So it'll be interesting to see if Benji can get that time back under his belt.
Yeah, you kind of have to take like very minor time saves over Triforce, and I think that they might be littered around his gameplay a little bit more often, but you won't be seeing the big spillage usually. No like 1 minute time saves on him or anything like that.
Yeah, no land spills, oil spills. He doesn't really leak. He's kind of airtight. Couple blows here and there. Ooh, okay, but look at that. That's an opening right there. Benji at 12.6 over Triforce's 13.0. Nice cheeky little 0.4 time save for Benji.
That's kind of like, that's one of just like the small openings, I guess. 0.4 in the, you know, the scheme of things, not a whole lot.
But basically the game. I mean, 0.4, it might as well be GG.
I mean, thinking about it though, Benji has to do that like 20 times to catch up for the time that he lost to missing Lakitu skip.
I suppose. Triforce with an Owlus. Oh!
Okay, there's the opening
right there.
Yeah.
Wide open.
That they're not usually very big. This one pretty massive. In fact, Benji might be ahead. No, in fact, he is ahead at this
Red
point.
alert. Somebody call the cops. All right. Third try Owlus for Triforce. Now it's interesting.
Not a good one.
Benji with a slight lead developing here in WOMPs. I'm interested to see how Triforce is going to take that going forward for the rest of the WOMPs. I really stand firmly behind how you start the stage is so important, and starting off like that is definitely not going to help Triforce in any way.
Benji, super solid Owlus, securing that lead.
Oh!
Texture setup for Triforce after some difficulty.
What?
He tried to jump to realign Mario without changing his camera. He like jumped and drifted because he wasn't in the proper spot.
Huh.
And now we have 100 coin from Benji. He's going for the, you know, fastest cycle, but not with all the coins. So I guess you could call it the second fastest 100 coin route. Looks like Triforce opting for the same kind of sauce here.
Yeah, a lot of players actually going for this 100 coin option,
Even
and I stand behind it. It's super safe. It doesn't lose that much time. I'd rather lose 2 seconds to a slight route change that's much more consistent than lose 10 seconds because I tried to save 2 seconds.
I guess it really just comes down to your consistency with it. You know, unless you're in the upper 90s consistency with the fastest route, I feel like in a race, it's probably just not worth it. Because the amount of time that you lose for failing is definitely not good versus the time that you save from it. It's kind of like a risk-reward situation. You gotta, you know, weigh how much time it saves and if it's worth the potential time loss.
Yeah, but both executing quite nicely here in WOPS. No big deal. Easy money. And that's pretty much the miss ground pound. It's pretty much the load off the shoulder at this point, I'd say, in WOPS. The rest of it's pretty easy going. We did see Benji opt for a single jump wild blue. I'm really curious if he's going to go for it again. It actually really blew up in his face last time.
It usually doesn't pay off for people.
No, I don't know why people go for it. It saves very little time. It's very hard. Benji dropping it, I think that's the right move. And Triforce as well, the nice wild blue. I mean, the WOPSs are I can't speak of the same for Triforce. Had a couple of Miss Owluses, but Benji is looking really solid.
Yeah, besides the Lakitu skip fail at the beginning, Benji's been looking super nice at the start of this run.
Yeah, Benji, a bit of a prodigy. Super young. What is he, 13 or 14?
I think he's 13.
That's
We
what
actually
blows my
have
mind.
so much young blood in the Super Mario 64 community. Actually, like we have JJ, we have Ouija, we have Benji, and they're all super good.
Yeah. It's crazy. They're gonna run us out, man.
Anyone can do it. So pick up the game now. What's your excuse?
Yeah, pick it up, grind away, and who knows?
Get your
No.
way onto GSA.
Yeah. It's lit, fam. Just to say the least. But Benji, wrapping up here, and Womps looking great. No flubs yet, and Triforce as well. I mean, he seems like he's kind of picked himself back up. Had a nice 100. I feel like the 100 is a bit of a reset. Once you've got that out of the way, it's like, all right. I'm
Yeah,
good.
if you nail 100 coin, your confidence is back. He's really not that far behind and still, you know, nabbing a sub 7, fairly respectable time for a slide first Womps.
Yeah. I would have to agree with that one. We'll just have to see what he does with it.
Slide times here.
Yeah, let's
Benji
get some
got
time slides.
12.6 first
Slide
time.
Sorry.
No, it's good. Slide times guesses. I
Yeah,
guess.
I was trying to figure out how to say that. Can we get some guesses in the chat? What do you think is going to happen? But at this point, it's
I
already
think
a little bit too late.
12.7 and 12.7.
Wow, incredible power. Co-commentator with the insane accuracy.
It was a crazy read because I like read what happened on screen.
Yeah, you've got the skills, man. I believe that you've made it through elementary school.
I
I
did.
definitely, it's definitely pretty impressive.
Thank you.
But here is the wing cap. Both players getting the twins, as my co-comp Pit loves to call them. No problem.
Yeah, that's pretty much the hardest part of the red coin collection. I would say it's just the first 2 coins. Oh, Triforce, he went for the... he tried to fly right off the switch into the star, but didn't quite pay off. I don't think he normally goes for that. Trying to
it's
flex
sort of
on
a
stream.
feeling. It's kind of a feeling thing. Might be. Sometimes just the way that you're positioned, you're like, all right, I think I should just roll off of the button. But yeah, it almost never works out. It's pretty hard to do. But we're heading into Dark World. What can you tell me about Dark World, Pit?
Anyone can die here. Cheese05, or I guess just Cheese now, died here twice in his race against Punkation.
I thought it was once.
It was twice,
Wow.
in fact. It can be rough because any little mistake can just kill you, and that's okay. Little mistake from Triforce, but no death. Thankfully, he was in the spot of the stage that worked out for him. Benji missing the cycle, missing another little bit of a cycle as well. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Dark World kind of feels like a Tippy stage, right? In Tippy, when you fall, or when you make a mistake, it comes with a death, but most stages aren't like that. The Dark World is kind of just strangely this really hard, like super punishing stage that's just like at the beginning of the game for some reason.
For whatever reason. Nice firsties from Triforce. Actually gaining some sweet time, I think, over Benji. I don't think Benji... Oh, and what the... Benji running right into Bowser's tummy. Taking a big slap on the nose. Triforce catching up a bit. Honestly, I take it very much with a grain of salt who's in the lead in the beginning. I feel like it honestly doesn't matter too much because basement is so volatile. There's so many crazy stars, crazy strats. I mean, we obviously do see some people contain their lead and hold it through basement, but a lot of times you see it flip the other way around.
I think that there's basically 4 spots in the first part of the run that really make the most difference. Womp's Fortress, the whole stage together, can be taken as one of those things. Dark World, you don't want a death. Shifting Sandline, Pillarless, and Fire Sea. I guess Lava Boost is somewhere in there, but you know, besides all of those things, you'll usually see runners mostly stay about the same with each other. think upstairs is really where the race starts going crazy, though.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's pretty crazy all the way through, but it definitely, I mean, you start getting on the edge of your seat because it's getting closer to that 70-star mark, ending the game and really figuring out who's taking it home. But nice sky jumps from both players as we head into Cool Mountain. And this is where we can see a bit of a route divergence. Would you like to expand on that, Pit?
Well, we'll see what happens, but we'll know for sure depending on whether or not they go for the slide star by itself. If you go for the slide star by itself, it means that you're going to want to do the 100 coin star with the penguin race. And that generally means, well, it means a couple things. For one thing, it means that you'll have 30 stars after Lethal Lava Land. And if you have 30 stars, it means that you can do Hazy Maze Cave late, do the second MIP star, and skip Snowman's Land red coins, and that saves about a second. And if you do Cool Mountain 17, which is doing the slide star with 100 coin, that means that unless you do double pillar list, you will have 29 stars after Lethal Lava Land. So that'll mean Hazy Maze Cave early, and then you can do either Toxic Maze or Tiny Huge Island red coins with that. But if you do double pillar list, you can also do the Hazy Maze Cave late as well, or the Hazy Maze Cave late route as well. So there's actually a bunch of different deviations with a bunch of different varying times, and depending on what they go for, I'll kind of fill you guys in with how they compare. But Benji, he's doing CCM 18.
Yeah, Benji definitely been rocking the CCM 18, and I do believe he will also be opting for HMC early, Hazy Maze Cave early. It's what he's been sticking with. Seems pretty comfortable in that. And honestly, it's just a 1 second time save to go for the other route. And if you aren't comfortable in catching MIPS and the castle movement, I mean, that alone could make it not worth it. So
I think, well, that 1 second time save, I think it's timed with punch.
Really?
It's either timed with punch or it's timed with the grab right in front of the Hazy Maze Cave door, which normally we just see people dive for MIPS right in front of Lethal Lava Land painting. And I think in that case, it might not even save much time at all.
That's interesting.
TriforceTK, though, he's going for Cool Mountain 17. The thing that's really nice about it is you don't have to worry about the penguin race. So if you miss, more than one coin on the slide, you can just grab a backup coin and not worry about it. It's not as stressful. But it does mean that if you want Hazy Maze Cave late, you'll have to do a really difficult star.
Yeah, and especially in a match like this with as much weight riding on it, cash on the line. Both of these players, I believe, are in the money, but a larger lump sum for one. Oh, Benji almost getting exposed by the penguin.
He still has his spare coin though. Two spare coins, it looked like.
Oh, okay. He must have grabbed the safety red.
Yeah, he grabbed the safety red because I saw him miss a coin earlier, and I saw him at 80, which is a lot.
So no worries there, Benji. Not messing up the race, which is a big moment. Once you're past this, you could kind of breathe. Big Boo's Haunt, as we see in Triforce. It's not too demanding of a stage. You typically don't see anything too crazy happen, but knock on wood, I mean, you can fall off
the
top.
balcony is pretty rough, and we've seen it happen in the tournament. But I don't expect players of this level to fall off.
Yeah. But it could happen to anybody. I know for a while, Punke was really struggling with the top of the mansion star. Getting bopped and violated by that Boo. Sent off the top. So it can happen to anybody. If it can happen to Punke, it can happen to you. We'll have to see if Triforce is packing the heat.
Punch for the second hit. Triforce going, a little safer there. Not very slow. I think it's only a couple tenths of a second difference. Benji, what has he got? Just a quick punch as well. I can get behind it. I think we even saw, it might have been like Liam King's going for the long jump second hit and then fell off the balcony. Could have been someone else though. I'm not sure, but it was someone good because usually the good players are the ones that opt for the long jump second hit.
Mhm.
It's actually a crouch that hits the boo. It's not the actual long jump itself. It's just a little bit of an optimization. You kind of like hit the boo as you long jump.
Yeah, it's really strange. But Mario's basically a death machine.
Yeah.
Is the TLDR of it. Benji in and out of there. It does look like Triforce is rocking a lead. Ooh, missed ground pound from Benji.
Well,
but Benji does have a
Benji
start.
has Cool Mountain 18. Yeah, I think that Benji does have the lead, though it's not much of one. Triforce is really on him to get pillarless here, and it looks good. Has a nice bomb size. Going for a nice tried and true standard pillarless. Safety ground pound. And he's in there. Maybe not the fastest pillarless on the block, but we've seen literally everyone in the tournament screwed up. Or I guess every skill level of player screwed up.
It's tough stuff, man. There's a lot of demanding parts. First of all, you want to get the big bomb, which is pretty much a frame perfect. I think it's a frame perfect grab to get big bomb. Then you got some crazy stuff to do after the fact. It's a lot of sauce. But here comes Benji.
Is it really one frame?
It feels that way. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but I also would be surprised if it wasn't. If we could get some clarification on the chat side, commentators not even sure about anything.
I feel like it isn't. I feel like we would fail Big Bomb more if it were only one frame. I don't know. It is a rhythm though. But Benji, small optimization on the pillarless. He goes for the the jump off the top of the slope instead of waiting to slide all the way down, which will net him about a second over Triforce. Pretty fancy.
Very fancy. Right, lethal lava land for Triforce. There's a lot of lava here. You can get your hiney burned, which is very scary. It definitely hurts the tuchus.
Oh, no, not the best from Triforce, but he's kicking back up the slope.
What?
Interesting. Slides his butt on the top. Yeah, and lethal lava land has been proven to be very lethal.
No pun intended.
We've seen many people die to both the lava boost and the elevator tour. The inside of the volcano is just very punishing on mistakes. So it looks like Triforce is opting to, clean up the volcano a little bit later. See if we can get this ledge grab skip. Not quite.
Nice backup
Kill,
though.
though. Benji, he's heading into the volcano first. That's kind of nice, getting rid of, the hard stuff first. Okay, elevator tour before a lava boost. Interesting choice.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting.
I prefer lava boost because if you enter the volcano with a low health, then you'd have to farm before you can do it.
Yeah, it basically eliminates the room for a backup if Benji's not able to do the lava boost star for whatever reason. So kind of a risky move and kind of unnecessary, I'd say. But if he's feeling confident, I mean, he'll do what he'll do. Triforce, interesting pole choice. Camera angle not helping him out too much.
Yeah, he was super safe on that whole star, actually. He also opted to slide, pretty far towards the bully after the second boost. You usually do that if you're not, super confident in your angle choice after the second boost, because you can go further up the platform near the end of the line of 5 coins, like the end closer to the pole, but it's a little harder to do.
Benji having a pretty hot lava boost. Definitely saving time over Triforce there. He's sort of building himself a nice lead as we're moving our way through basement. He's looking really good. A lot better than we saw earlier this week up against our boy Punke. Which kind of tells me that Benji is a more momentum-based player. You definitely see that a lot.
Yeah.
I think momentum-based is sort of the default speedrunning mentality. It's like if you've got a good run, you're feeling good, you can sort of keep it going. But if anything halts you, then you're kind of boned.
There seem to be two main type of speedrunners, those that are explosive and those that are consistent. And I would actually probably peg Triforce as more of a consistency player and Benji is more of an explosive player. So it's kind of like a speedrunning style face-off here in in the bronze match. And we'll probably see the same thing in the grand finals. D whatever is more of an explosive player. I would say the Punkation maybe more of a consistent player. He's been getting out of his shell more recently, but you know, I think that
Oh!
Benji
Benji!
getting bullied twice and a rage pause just for a little cherry on top there. If this race comes down to a frame, I think, you know.
Uh-oh! Man down. Triforce missing that star. It's not going good for him, Pit.
Luckily, though, he does not take the death, which is pretty common for screwing up Elevator Tour.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, obviously you don't want to die, but in that situation, like a death isn't too bad. You come back right in the stage and you're in the volcano. And his backup to
Benji
get all the way
kicking the
back.
bully in the face. You know, pretty mean move.
Yeah, a little bit too
no
much.
face hits is a good rule to live by.
Crossing the line there a bit. Benji, honestly, just maybe taking out the 3 bully fiasco out on the big bully. No triple jump walking for Triforce, and that consistency we're talking about not exactly showing up. Triforce just looking like he might be a little bit down. These mistakes could be affecting him. And you gotta, of course, factor in that it is the bronze match. Whoever, you know, wins this, it's 3rd place. It's the finale. Sort of. It's like a pre-finale. I don't know, but definitely some nerves involved.
You know, we might see from TriforceTK Tiny Huge Island red coins, especially. No, he's going for Toxic Maze. I was thinking maybe because he does it in non-stop 70 star, but this will play. Definitely a lot safer to go for Toxic Maze. It's a couple seconds slower, but you won't be eating a death for a mistake. The routes have completely converged now for these players, by the way, for everyone in the audience who does not know. Benji is certainly in the lead, but he misses Christmas Miracle. That could hurt him. Christmas only 4 days away.
Yeah, hopefully he'll get something from Santa. Oh, a little pause again from Benji.
Yeah, I don't really understand the rage pause.
Every player sort of has their own way of dealing with things, it feels like. Some players deal with it internally. You don't really see what they're going through, but some a little bit more visual, a little bit more...
it shows on their gameplay more.
Dramatic,
oh,
maybe.
Both
Triforce.
players missing Christmas Miracle. I guess they might be on the naughty list.
Yeah, let me check the list. I'll check it twice. Yeah, they're both on the naughty list here. I can see right here on my... I wish I had a sheet of paper to wrinkle up so I could make this skit seem more realistic.
I got it.
Oh. Okay. Yep, looks good to me.
Yep, I see it on there. benjii64, 2 lumps of coal. TriforceTK, 3 lumps of coal. I wonder, does that mean that TriforceTK was naughtier? I don't know. If you get one lump of coal, are you like only barely naughty, or are you super naughty? Because a lot of coal is probably better than like just barely any coal.
It depends on if you know what to do with coal, and I think Santa might factor that in when he's gifting
Yeah,
it.
he might.
Commentators getting lost in the sauce a bit here, thinking their Santa might just have put themselves on the naughty list. Unfortunate, but a boulder coming in. Triforce avoiding it. Hopefully does not get slam dunked. He's looking pretty good, and Benji's out of there. But Triforce not too far behind. I think Triforce still has Toxic Maze though.
He got it.
Wrong about that. Oh, okay.
They're completely route converged. So the time that we see right now is the time that is difference between them.
So Benji popping at the 30-star door at a nice 24-42, and TriforceTK is looking like maybe a 20-ish second lead.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more than that, 25.
Yeah, opening that door. So that's like one Fire Sea slip up, honestly. 24 seconds.
Yep. It could be one Fire Sea.
Definitely an exciting point of the race. Really when it starts to pick up, in my opinion. Fire Sea's sort of like a mini climax, and then you have round 2 as you get to Tippy and Bowser in the sky. But Benji, beautiful swimming. Look at Triforce. Do you see that? I think he... The way he's pressing that A button right now, astounding. I am floored. Incredible power for Triforce.
Yeah, it definitely takes A button presses of that magnitude to get a 48 and 70 star. And
Well, I don't know about
TK,
that.
you know, showing his power.
Commentator, going out on a limb here. I mean, just because you can swim doesn't mean you can throw a 48 out, but Triforce, I do believe, is packing a 48, so the evidence is stacked against me. Benji as well, some hot swimming, using that somewhat strange camera angles.
Interesting camera. I don't know what was going on there. I think he was rubbing up against the ceiling there, and then the camera just behaved a little bit differently because of it. I'm not sure.
I think he was holding like C down. Oh my goodness, Benji almost flopping off the side of the sub. Okay, he's got the sub star.
He must have been holding C down.
Yeah.
That seems more like a C up, actually.
Yeah, I get them confused. Like, I know what it means when I'm holding the controller, but when I have to envision, like, oh, what happens when you press that button? I don't actually know.
It's all muscle memory. It's just like your body knows.
And it's Manta time. We have seen some very, very unfortunate run-ins with the Manta.
Really struggled with this in the semifinals, so I'm glad that he got it this time.
Yeah, I forgot about that, actually. I think it happened to him twice.
Wow, that bad.
It was a code red situation. For sure. But Fire C, also red.
Oh no! Triforce, he misses the 5th ring. Can he get back in time? Oh, just barely. That was so close.
Yeah.
If he had been just, you know, a half a second later, that would have been some really big damage.
Huge damage to the timer. Cleaning the clock of the clock, some might say.
Benji missed the elevator. No, okay. I don't think he's going to lava boost anymore. I think he's too slow.
Really?
It seems to be that way. It felt like he was a little slow off the pole. We'll see. Oh, never mind. He's good. He's good.
Nice. Barely clipping up there, but actually gives you a nice little speed boost when you do it that way. Benji, beautiful Fire C. Now Triforce has got to live up to it. Benji not providing a single opening here. Beautiful ending.
Yeah, very nice ending from Benji. That can be pretty hard to clutch out after the lava boost. You know, it's a wave of emotions after getting it. Triforce, he's got it too.
Okay, so slight slip up here at the end for Benji, an actual spot here that Triforce can gain some time back. Ooh, okay.
Oh, interesting camera work from Triforce.
Ooh,
that
nice.
Was spicy. Can he make it up there? This might be ledge grab.
Yeah, that first...
no, very nice.
I don't know, man. What do you think? What do you think so far of this race, Pit?
Well, Triforce just had a pretty much perfect Fire C, so that's a huge confidence booster. Benji with the nutty half spin, nice. But yeah, not quite making the throw work.
That was a very good reaction. A lot of times when you see players miss the throw like that, they don't react quick enough, and then they're in a very weird, sticky situation. But Benji with the quick, youthful reactions.
I feel like since Benji went for the half throw, he was like, I might not make it. I'll just chase after Bowser just in case.
The preemptive.
But between, you know, not getting the best ending in Fire C versus Triforce's and having to throw Bowser twice, Triforce's cut the lead from 25 to probably like, I don't know, 15, maybe like in between 10 and 15 seconds.
Yeah, Benji heading into Wet Dry World at 29:30. Triforce looking to head in at around 29:40-ish. Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
42 or something. Ooh, I jump into the painting. Interesting.
Yeah, Triforce cleaning up very nicely. I mean, he's right on Benji's tail, and being this close upstairs, it's a little scary. Oh.
Difficulty at the start for Triforce, but manages to grab all the coins from the Skeeter still.
Not the best RNG for Benji. Those blue coins starting to blink could be a little different. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, wants that coin.
Yeah, he chased the safety coin. It might actually be a good decision because we've seen, you know, coins from the last secret box and from the Chuckya kind of destroy people. Ooh, nice double jump kick to avoid the amp, actually. Okay, but still gets amped anyway. Triforce will be able to save some time if he does not get amped.
Yeah, just in this Wet Dry World 100 alone, Triforce is creeping up on Benji. And this is sort of that visualization of consistency versus explosiveness. Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, you can kind of always count on TriforceTK to, you know, be playing well. But with explosiveness comes waves and a rage pause as well sometimes.
Look at this. He cleared up those 12 seconds in 1 star. Scary. Very scary.
Yeah, he's right on his tail. And with the English version as well, the text box was faster. Didn't have to scroll. It's even now.
How much are you willing to bet that that's the case?
That what's the case?
That it's even?
Like 100 bits. Look, it's
Really?
completely tied. Except now they're doing different stars.
Yeah. I'd be willing to bet that if I could, but I am unfortunately not in a legal residency area. But for those of you that are, Vi.GG, our sponsor, exclamation point bet in the chat, or check out the panels below. Shout outs to them for sponsoring this beautiful tournament and our Super Metroid and Super Mario Odyssey any percent tournaments, providing prize pools for these hard-working players slaving away at the grind, putting in the work. Definitely check them out if you're interested in throwing some money down. I mean, there's very little races left to bet on, so get in while you can.
All right, TriforceTK, he's going for, you know, the slightly longer Elevator Express Star, while Benji goes for Top of Town. No triple jump wall kicks from either player, which I can get behind, because we've seen, you know, players of every level screw them up. TriforceTK with the slight advantage now. Tiny Huge Island coming up next. Secrets, probably going to be a big deal. It seems like we usually don't see both players execute it perfectly, but TriforceTK, I don't know. We haven't really seen him screw it up at all with the cool extra kick strat that he does.
And the sauce. Here it is, right before our very eyes, leading the charge into Tiny Huge Island. TriforceTK doing good on Blue Esports. Kevin Crunch probably out there munching on a crunch bar. Maybe.
I love crunch bars.
They're very good.
You get them around Christmas time, I feel like. Usually.
Christmas, Halloween,
Yeah.
they're smacking.
Okay. TriforceTK's small mistake on the first secret. We probably won't see it here on the third, though. The extra kick is just so good. I don't know. That might be worth doing, even if you're at the top of your game, just because he just never misses it. Let's grab.
Yeah, it's like I'd like to see more people picking that up for sure, because a lot of people just get absolutely clapped by the secret star in Tiny Huge Island. And just for that simple reason, right around that third secret is the big hurt point. I mean, everything else is pretty consistent, not too big of a deal, but yeah, we'll see what Benji's got packing, though. I don't think he opts for the kick. Okay, and there it is.
Okay,
there it is.
Gets a little bit stuck on the second secret, but a very nice backup from Benji.
Yeah, nice backup for sure. And I mean, look at that alone. Like, he definitely lost more time than he would have.
Ooh. If he had been just barely further right with that quick get up, he would have been warped next to the Piranha Plant pipe. That could have been scary.
Taking out these Piranha Plants together, they are working hard to keep this garden clean. Not much of a garden. Not even sure if it is a garden.
It's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just like a plot of land, really.
Yeah, it seems pretty unnecessary. Just part of the plot, I guess. No pun intended. Actually, pun intended. I'll take that back. But Tall Mountain, here we come. What's up with Tall Mountain Pit? Why is it so scary, and why might we see the lead possibly change here?
Well, we actually have quite a few stars that can be pretty annoying here in Tall Mountain. I'd say that this is, you know, one of the stages where the run gets quite a bit harder. We have 2 mountain clips that we're going to be looking for, and then we also have this strategy where we try to wall kick off of this log, but if you're too far to the right, you won't wall kick. And sometimes you fall down while trying to grab the ledge. TriforceTK just got it right now, very well executed. And then Red coins, those can also be pretty scary. The mushrooms, the rollouts off of them, you can die. And the maze can be pretty easy to lose time in. And then we also have a box jump up to one of the stars on the lonely mushroom. You can screw that up and die as well. We probably want to see that at this level. And then there's also a really hard trick that saves 2 seconds, breezeless, but that one's not very punishing for missing. So it's really all about the 2 mountain clip stars and the red coin star.
That sounds about right. An excellent synopsis. I'd give it an A+.
Thanks. Looks like both players had a slight bit of difficulty with the breathtaking view from the bridge. Had to do kind of like backup movement, side flip dive. Alright, Triforce, he's doing the more, standard movement here at the beginning with the long jumps.
Ooh.
Okay, interesting. He was too close and right. Really have to speed a wall kick. That's a small window for benjii if he can execute a good reds.
Definitely. I don't know, man. That was honestly, that's the consistency from Triforce pulling through. Like, honestly, when you see somebody starting to slip up on reds, it usually turns into a Mario meltdown, but Triforce handling it very well, cleaning it up pretty nice. But benjii up to bat on the reds.
Ooh, really safe on the mushrooms. Doesn't want to take the death. Faster maze entry, but a lot of dust will lose his speed. Cannot wall kick there. What has he got? This is bad. This is the normal. Meltdown. This is the normal meltdown that you see in the maze.
Textbook meltdown.
Yeah, pretty standard.
If we're talking on a scale, like how earthquakes have a rating, I would say that was like maybe a 3.1. We've definitely seen worse. Came back pretty quick.
It's enough to feel it, but your house isn't going to be destroyed from it.
Yeah. All right, and they're still pretty close going into Snowman's Land here.
Seems to be about 15 seconds in Triforce's favor if I had to put a number on it.
I think benjii is actually on PB pace.
He's fairly close to it, at least.
He'll need like a spicy rest of the run, which is a lot to ask for, especially in a race. Triforce with a beautiful Snowman's Head, but it's definitely possible.
Let's see what he's got for Snowman's Head.
Ooh, it's looking good. Nice triple jumps.
Okay, very nice.
Okay.
Fact, that might have been slightly better than Triforce's as well. Ooh, double speed kick movement from Triforce, flexing here on stream.
Just look at those muscles. Are you looking at the muscles?
No, he misses the box, though. He's going to have to go around in another circle. Slides on his butt a little bit, too.
Yeah, muscles deflating just slightly.
Deep freeze early from benjii. Interesting approach. What do you think?
Yes.
Oh, okay. A good answer from Simply. He does think.
I am thinking. There are thoughts going on. benjii with a beautiful ground pound. If whoever's going into Tippy with the lead.
What were you gonna say? Because whoever's going into the Tippy with the lead, I don't even know if it makes that much of a difference this close.
Yeah,
They're not even one bad Tippy mistake apart from each other right now.
I would give Triforce the edge in Tippy personally, but I don't want to take away from benjii because I know benjii's perfectly capable of bringing out a stunning Tippy performance.
I feel like Triforce is more likely to not die in Tippy. But not by much. I don't know. It can happen to everyone. We'll just have to wait and see, really.
Yeah, man. This has been a pretty spicy race. A lot of back and forth, but it's finally going to come to a head as we move to Tippy, who's really got that secret sauce, Krabby Patty formula to formulate and cook up a nice, tasty patty. A pretty patty, if you will.
I love pretty patties.
Really? What's your favorite color?
They match our purses.
SpongeBob, the infinite gold mine of amazing jokes.
Is that purple? Purple's my favorite color.
All right,
Oh.
Rainbow Ride.
Standard
Here it
Lakitu bounce from TriforceTK. Let's see what he's got cooking. This looks very nice. Oh yeah. Oh no!
Oh no!
Not quite. TriforceTK gonna be eating some time loss. It looks like he's going for safe, tricky triangles. His backup benjii is basically like on his heels now. It's only a couple seconds differences now. Okay, a weird route change from benjii through the triangles. Definitely a mistake.
We've got a race here, ladies and gentlemen. Not one, like 4 seconds apart in Rainbow Ride. There's still so much to go. Triforce might be a little bit shaken up after that Lakitu bounce.
He
Slip
might be. It was
Try.
he screwed up a very easy part of it though. One interesting thing about benjii is he loses one of his best backup stars for Lakitu bounce though. He has to nail it here.
Nice. Oh, that beautiful pull grab.
Yeah, it was super fast, but no triple jump from benjii. That'll lose him some time. Ledge grab, I think that's a good call.
Yeah, Triforce widening the gap slightly. Had a pretty nice bounce there, but nothing too wild. I mean, still very close here in Rainbow Ride. Both of them doing what they can.
Within 10 seconds.
Now it's Rainbow Ride, or Red Coins time. Who's got it figured out? It's a tricky maze. Okay, never mind. benjii going to just not do red coins. That's fine.
I kind of like ending with red coins, actually. I don't know. Both Swinging the Breeze and Red Coin are good to end with. But at least with red coins, you don't really worry about the death or like a bad fall and having to run around again as much. As long as you can enter the maze, you're pretty much set. benjii looking like he's ahead, but he's actually still behind by a little bit more than 5 seconds.
Yeah, had nice swinging in the breeze. Triforce with nice reds.
Okay.
Oh,
Interesting. Can he just jump around here? No, he's just gonna take a bunch of wall kicks. That's
Yeah,
kind of the standard backup. But this is a lot.
Oh no red coin grab.
This is the Tippy
benjii.
meltdown on the safest star of Rainbow Ride.
It didn't even feel like a meltdown. It just felt like maybe a meltdown. He just kind
That
of fell
was-
apart there.
That was a meltdown. That was a meltdown as far as red coins go. Okay, TriforceTK, he's on 100 coin, which can say a lot about the rest of the run. Cheese, he had the lead on Punkation in his match in 70 star, and then 100 coin decided it. So let's see if he can clutch it out.
He's looking good so far, and benjii as well. Looking pretty hot. Both of them not opting for the ledge grab skip here on that platform. benjii just ledge grabbed on.
Yeah,
Oh!
pretty interesting to see.
Oh! Triforce slight wall kick slip up.
benjii, he can't quite get to the box.
Oh!
That kick felt
Triforce!
good.
What
What's going on?
was that
What were those
backup?
wall kicks? I can't
Triforce!
believe
You
he
gotta
had
be
the
kidding.
angle. I can't believe he had
gotta be
the
kidding.
angle for all 3 of those.
That was a stroke of luck. I gotta say, that was absolutely insane. The
That had
RNG
to
not
be
treating him
luck.
too well. Oh my goodness. So benjii can save a bit of time here, I think, despite the slip-ups that he had. Both of them with some mistakes here and there. If RNG treats benjii nice, though, there you go. Triforce is up there. Grabbing the
Yeah.
start, 44:58.
Okay,
Okay.
it's like a 15-second lead. Because
Yeah, that-
from first star grab to second star grab, it's about 10 seconds. But benjii backflip ending, interesting. I mean, it was pretty good.
That wasn't too shabby. I mean, the thing about that strat is it's very consistent.
It's not as fast as the wall kick off of the pole in the middle, but
Triforce!
TriforceTK, he's falling all the way down. He almost
Fall.
died. I
And
can't
a side flip with no wall kick.
Not the best angle. Won't be able
Hold
to
on.
set up.
Hold your horses.
Does he
Right,
go for
Benji?
pendulum still? I would do roll into the cage. Yeah, because he doesn't know what the cycle is.
I would not be surprised if they are dead even now. Benji going for the time stop stars a little hard to gauge exactly where they are in relation to each other, but
Yeah, they
My
are
God.
within seconds right now. Within just a few.
I don't know if my heart can take it, Pit. Can I give you my heart?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, okay. Triforce sliding off of the pendulum. That can happen actually when you do the Mario C down camera. You actually go a little bit too fast.
Oh,
And TriforceTK struggling to get onto the star platform here.
his ankles in general have been kind of weak. Protractor
Deteriorating.
could be a third-party protractor that he got off of eBay. You want to get the original OEM protractors, so kids. That's the tip to take away from this race.
Luckily, with Get a Hand, you usually don't have the sliding problem as much. But I think even there, he would have had it again if he had gone for the stars on the side. Benji ledge grab.
Big side flip.
That's the problem with the Mario C down camera for people who are trying to learn the time moving triple jump wall kick. Sometimes you just go too fast and you get that slide up at the top. So remember, just kind of take your time because you don't really need the extra time.
And it's coming down to the wire, both with 3 stars remaining, 2 in TikTok clock. It is actually
seems to be Benji's lead very slightly.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wait a sec.
Oh!
Okay, it's
Oh!
What am I watching?
And we are dead even
Can't
synced up,
believe it.
both with reds left and a toad. Oh my
Their
goodness.
mistakes completely mirrored each other.
This is the bronze match of the century, both in the clock.
Who gets the triple jump and who fails? Or do they both get it? Ooh, jump dive from Triforce a little bit faster, and the triple jump. That will net him a few seconds here.
But
But
he missed the red.
difficulty, yeah, Benji going a little bit. This is actually kind of... Oh, but the ground pound from Triforce is going to gain him the lead again. Wow. This is insane.
Insanity. And both of them on pretty hot 50 pace, it looks like.
It's 50. Very low 50.
Having a nice chat
Oh,
here with
wow. The
Toad.
English text box so much faster for Triforce. It was there and it was gone in just a split second.
Oh my goodness. And in approaching into the sky, it's going to come down to a lot of things. I mean, Triforce slipping
better
up and
castle
Benji-
movement from Benji. But who gets in the hole better? It looks like Triforce moved a little bit better to close some of the gap.
Oh my goodness, they're both in sky. It is the bronze match.
Oh,
Triforce
man.
of Blue Esports versus benjii64, both very solid racers, and they're coming into sky right next to each other. Triforce with a slip up.
Struggling on the ramp, but Benji going for a safer triple jump dive.
What?
I
Yeah.
think that the triple jump wall kick, okay, not making the elevators. Okay, they made the same cycle though. Okay, so they're tied again. It's gonna come down to the triple jump wall kick, I think, unless they both get it. Then it'll come down to Bowser. They're pretty much tied. Triforce wasting a little bit of time there, non-moving left for both players.
Yep.
And
Benji's got
they're
it.
both up.
Triforce
They're both
got
up.
it.
Same
Is
elevator
this coming
cycle. It looks
down?
like. No.
Oh no,
Triforce
Benji.
flexes. Triforce flexes on the elevators.
Yeah, this is in
He's
it's in
ahead.
Triforce's court.
But if he misses a throw, though, Benji's ahead. So if Triforce can get 3 perfect throws, he takes it. If he can't, Benji is in winning position. We will see what happens.
Wind it up.
Okay,
That's a
that's
first
one.
one for Triforce.
Yeah, let's
With the
see.
grab. He's got the spins.
Benji,
That's
extra
a
spin.
that's a
but
missed throw from
That's a
Triforce.
miss. That's a miss. Benji's in the lead right now. Let's see
Benji
what he can
winding
do.
up.
Can he get the
He's
second
got
throw?
a
That's
second
good.
throw.
That's good.
One
It's
more
on the
for
third throw.
Benji.
Can he do it? I don't know.
Triforce winding up
race
as
is
well.
insane.
He's got a second throw.
That's
Benji's
good.
got a
That's
third
good.
throw. He's
Benji
taking the
taking
game.
bronze. Benji taking bronze. What a dark horse in this tournament. Wow.
Oh my goodness,
No.
and another missed throw from Triforce. He had the lead going into the pipe, but Benji conquering, getting all 3 throws, and he's in the call. Benji, congratulations. How are you feeling?
No way, dude. At the whole round, my heart pounded so hard, dude. I'm still shaking as fuck, dude. At TP, I thought it was over because Triforce is a pretty good, consistent runner. And yeah, I got a pretty good TP. And yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, that raise was
Dang.
sanity.
I did a lot of
Welcome,
post.
Triforce.
2 missed throws. That sucks.
Yeah, that's rough.
It was a valiant effort. You had to lead in the pipe. You put on a good show. How are you feeling after that, Triforce? Still taking home 4th in the tournament.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm pretty disappointed with that run. Like the beginning, I was okay with. Like my beginnings are always bad, but then when I started dropping spaghetti and Rainbow Ride and TikTok Clock, I was getting a little tilted.
Yeah, it looked like you had a few difficulties in TikTok Clock in particular.
Yeah.
But
That's I don't know how I saved that, by the way.
the wall
That was
kick
insane.
save on 100 coin were insane. I couldn't believe it.
Oh man.
You managed to keep the damage to a minimum, but you were just kind of like taking, small time losses constantly, it looked like. And then the Bowser throws, obviously. But I mean, man, you were killing it in the midsection of that race. You were kind of popping off. Your Tall Mountain was really good. Tiny Huge Island was really good. Wet Dry World was really good. Fire Sea was perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a pleasure watching both of you this tournament. Definitely not the expected 2 I think people would have seen in the bronze match. What do you think, Simply?
No, I mean, definitely right off the bat, I don't think any predictions. Well, maybe some. I mean, you guys obviously have strong showings, but you've really shown the world and the community what you've got in the 70-star tournament. And just in this tournament alone, I've seen you guys sort of evolve your mindset and develop stronger habits for racing, sort of change your strategies a bit. And I don't know, it's been incredible to watch. I mean, Triforce, you changed up your route, didn't you, for this race?
Yeah, I wanted to make it fun to watch because if I did HMC, my normal HMC late route, you guys wouldn't really know who's in the lead until Rainbow Ride. So
What a guy.
plus, it's fun to do a new route. So I had a good time. It was a fun tournament.
It was a pleasure to watch and commentate. Thank you guys so much. Is there anything you wanted to say, Pitt, before we close it up?
No, I mean it's super great to see you guys make it into the bronze match and show such a excuse me, such a close game at such a high level. And definitely looking forward to seeing you guys soon on this channel again. And good luck with all of your runs as well. And we'll see you guys soon. Yeah.
GG's. Thanks, guys. Once again, shout outs to Vi for sponsoring the race. It has been an absolute pleasure. Check it out. Exclamation point bet in the chat and the banner below. There's only, I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 more races you can bet on if you're interested. So thank you very much and have a great night. We'll catch you tomorrow to wrap up the rest of the tourneys.
Yep, and that starts at 4 p.m. Eastern with Super Metroid, and then at 6 p.m. Eastern, we have the Super Mario 64 70-star Grand Finals as well. So see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.